The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 838, Nasdaq off 177, S&P's off 49, gold contract down $10, trading at $15.15 an ounce. You got silver down 16 cents, $12.31 an ounce. Light sweet crude down $2.86, $24.10 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year down 19 ticks, 135.09. The 30-year off 25 ticks at 172.27. And King Dollar up 878 ticks, trading 100.451. The euro is at 109. The yen is out here at 107.80, and the British pound is at 118 to 1 U.S. dollar. And folks, is this all the market got? Tom O'Brien, you're down 43 points, man.
That's it. Quite the charge higher, man. It's not quite a day when the Dow's down dramatically, but what are we, 700 points off the low in the Dow already?
It's a big number, man. And what you want to see, folks, okay, the bottom line prior to this, and this is why we always encourage you, get over to TFNN, check it out. You had Europe hold out here this morning. We had our futures limit down. There's no doubt I can picture, everyone's nervous. There's no two ways about that. You should be nervous. No doubt about that. This is something that none of us have ever seen, okay? So as to how we come out of this, guess what? We're all speculators, but we're in the speculation business, by the way. So DAX held, the FTSE held. If we take a look at our own S&Ps, folks, the bottom line is that what you're going to see out here is that you're not only held, and you came off that bottom, and we came off it really nice. So now the question's going to be, can you get expansion topside? So the first phase is there, man. That's the bottom line. We'll see where this baby goes. It didn't take long when the market closed last night. If you trade futures, folks, what happens? The market closed. Futures close at 4:15 Eastern Standard Time. They open back up at 6 o'clock. By like 20 past 6 o'clock, they were down like $50. It was like, okay, man, pretty wild, man. No doubt.
Yeah, right out of bed, right at 4 o'clock, man. I mean, you put that chart at even right all the way to 5 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, you were at 20,700. You're almost at 21,200 at 4 o'clock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's go over to the Dow. So the Dow has been the weakest indices, continues to be the weakest indice. That being said, guess what? You got a test out here this morning again of that low of yesterday, 19,882. You're at 871. Right now you're at 20,318. Inside the Dow Industrials, strength versus the weakness. Boeing's the big drag. It was great on the way up, folks, and it's a disaster on the way down.
Yes.
134 negative points. United Health 122. Home Depot 93. The positive out here, this is kind of interesting. I heard you talk about this morning too, Tom. Walmart. Bottom line is that Walmart is not only held, folks, okay? Walmart has expanded topside in a monster way, okay? Walmart hit a low 2 days ago at 102. You're at 123. You bring this up and you put Walmart on a monthly basis, and it's almost like nothing ever happened, man. The all-time high in Walmart is 125.38. Isn't that amazing?
It is.
And guess what? You get volume. This is like, I get this on a monthly, folks, okay? This is pushing the swing high with volume, which is saying, by the way, it's going to break out. Now, Tom, I can see that because on the way home at night, I end up going into Publix, and Publix is empty every single night, folks. And it's like, wow, man, this is pretty amazing. So I suspect Walmart's never sold so much stuff in,
Yeah, and when you say empty, you mean the shelves are empty, right?
Exactly. Yeah, not the people. The people are exponential. The shelves are empty. And
I stopped in a Publix last night just for a couple items, and same thing, man. I had stocked up myself on Friday, just a good amount of things, in terms of a big run, right? Just so that you have the essentials of what you kind of need ahead of maybe the curve. And I was pretty surprised at how bare it was, man. They were putting out some ground beef that was fresh, and so I said, you know what, I'm going to grab a couple fresh packages of ground beef, man, even though I was running in there for something else. But bare bones for sure. So, Kroger, I don't know, Kroger, man. Kroger shares similar action, the run. It would make sense. They're up like 6% today. I think that's at recent highs for them as well. Yeah,
look at
the
that.
Year high.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense because I don't know. I mean, I suspect the amount of food that's in people's houses, particularly the middle of the aisle where no one goes, right? Because
Procter and Gamble, they've held up relatively well, not like a Kroger, essentially, but you're at 120 and the all-time high is 128, right? Look at that run in Procter & Gamble just over the last, 3 trading days from Monday. You were at a low of 101 and you're up 20% in those 3 days as people have figured out the same thing we have, right? That over the last 3 days, supermarkets have really emptied out of everything.
I got my tuna fish and mayonnaise, man. I'm all set.
You are all set.
And
Perfect.
Onions. Tuna fish, mayonnaise, onions, and jalapenos.
And what you can do, what I did, just so you don't, this isn't pandemonium, folks. Don't go buy things that are going to go bad. Like you have to stock up, right? But there's no reason why, you can't buy a couple of things that might last you 4 to 6 weeks, just so that, as things come down, you don't have to go out as often or something like that is kind of my methodology. Not like a panic,
Sure. Yeah. So, notes and bonds, folks, okay? Bottom line is that this note and bond market, and this is a heads up. I mean, you want to keep your eye on this. We've finished the ABC structure on the way up. You came down, and, the 30-year absolutely got smoked yesterday. Well, they both did, really. Hold on, let me. I got to get the active contract. TY, here we go. So we're on the M contract, which is June. And, we came off those highs. Bottom line, you came down good, with some juice. Now, we didn't come down with volume, so that's telling me, I still suspect that the 10-year can make it to 130. But this bond market is doing a deep retracement, which totally makes sense, by the way, after you made all-time highs. The way this is coming down, though, this bond market, to me, is still not dead, which is really going to be weird, man. But, it is what it is. There's nothing to support this thing until it gets to about 130. And you're at 135.11. It's pretty cool, though, in the aspect of the divergence there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the bond market was correct on the way up, man. It was telling, it was there. And I suspect, on this pullback here,
you've been talking about it a lot, and so I kind of just took that and ran with it a little bit in terms of the morning market report this morning, because same thing, if you go to the front page of TFNN, the report, so I put, I had mentioned this to you, it's still pretty remarkable, the Thinkorswim platform, just one of the default settings is going back 20 days on an hourly. Yeah. The all-time high in the S&P is still in that chart. When you just select a 20-day hourly, 33.97, we're down about 1,000 points, more than 1,000 points from that level. And then you put it, though, so there's your S&P, just a straight downtrend over those 20 days completely. And then you put the 10-year, and March 8th was the spike there, and you've had quite a reversal that, does not correlate to the market at all. Notes, 1.2% we got today.
I know.
As you have markets floating with all-time lows, so maybe something definitely to pay attention to.
Big time. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I coming right back. Dow Industrials down 872, NASDAQ off 216, S&P's off 60. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, Taz understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the Taz Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the Taz Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down at 866, Nasdaq's off 215, S&Ps are off 665. Let's go into the NDX 100, which continues to be the strongest indice, folks. When you break these down of the four major indices. So inside of there today, and it's going to be good, man, because you get Citrix up 6%, a 765. Walgreens Boots, that's up 5%. You get Gilead up 4%, and Vertex Pharmaceuticals up 3.5. Taken away from it, Marriott's down 21%. That's I know it's a big hit.
Quite a move.
Quite a move, no doubt. You got Expedia down 15%, United's down 14.5%, and you get Cintas down 14.5%. Let's go over to Marriott for a second and take a look at this.
Yeah, I just jumped to their chart myself ahead when you were, not to chuckle, but
serious business.
Yeah. You put them on one of those charts 20 days on an hourly, man, that gets you back to 148 in February 20th, and you're at 57.
Yeah, and unfortunately, folks, when you do put this on a monthly, what you're going to see here, you're back to 2014 levels. This is historic. I mean, there's no two ways about it.
It definitely is.
There's plenty of you folks that weren't around for the 87 crash. I wasn't in the market like I am now. I was in a different type of market in 87. I remember when it happened specifically because my office was right down the street. I was at 1 McKinley Square, and that was right down the street from Fidelity. And I remember the crowds looking at the ticker at Fidelity, and that was a whole different ball game. And Fidelity was actually so much smaller then. It's pretty amazing.
I bet.
But I believe if you take a look at this, that definitely the Dow Industrials is much lower than even the 87 crash. So I think we're down 27% in one day or something. This is already down 30%, man. 10,000, right? 10,000 out of 29,000 is over 33%, man. So
yes, yep.
Some real action. Let's go take a. Go ahead.
How about oil, man? Speaking of action.
Oh yeah. Guess what? The thing that's amazing, man. You talk about a perfect storm. That good old MBS decides that he wants an oil war with Russia right when, guess what? We're not going to need as much oil, man.
Right.
And this is pretty intense, folks. If we put this,
I think. He was well aware that he, talk about an opportunity to inflict maximum pain on Russia. Right. And boy, he did it.
Yeah.
Along with the world, really, on that oil wall.
Oh, yeah. Listen, man, the bottom line is that, what happened there? That's not it.
That's not. Get out of that chart. I don't know what you're looking at.
I don't know what chart that is. That chart was going up, folks. Okay, so generic chart. Here we go. We're 2416. And I believe this is just broke out all-time lows, I think. Let me see. Not all-time lows, because I remember when we had the office up in Alaska, Tom, oil was at $10.
Yeah, I think it's 18 years ago I saw one headline.
Okay. This chart is thinking slowly, folks, but I'm putting up a 30-year oil chart. Okay, so here it is. So the low of 2016 was 26.19. Okay, we blew that out. The low of 08. Check this out. So even that was 32. Man, look at this, man.
Yeah, you're right back in that range, right, in terms of...
Yeah, hold on to your seat, folks. This can get to $16, man.
Oh, you better believe it can get to 16 when you just traded with a 23 handle earlier, right?
Right.
Yeah.
This thing is broken.
I mentioned, can you go into the Whisper, actually? I forgot. Yes. We get oil numbers at 10:30, man.
Oh, cool. Okay, let's
Not
go.
sure they're going to have any type of an impact today in terms of what's going on, because no matter what comes in these numbers, man, it's all going to be about what's going to happen over the next 2 to 3 months to 6 months to a year.
Hey, look at this, too. We've climbed up to number 5, Tom. So this is pretty intense, folks. We're number 5 in all the Bloomberg terminals right now. Pretty good. That's our rank right there. See this anonymous rank? That's us.
Yeah. I think that was last week. That's what happens. I know you're pretty sure that was last week. We had a good peg last week. Remember we went a little bit bigger, and they came 7,600.
I do, but every time you pull this up, I thought, okay, I see. It's only 1 week at a time? I thought it was...
Just because I think then you have your winners down there, Andre at 7,600, which was just a peg right... I think the build...
Okay, so where are we going with this thing? Let's see.
So they're looking for 3 million barrels right now. Yeah, I have no idea. Good luck pegging this market, right?
Okay, so let's take a shot here. Okay, so intraday... So that means that there's going to be... Okay.
I would expect... I'd say a day. What are you going to go for? I'm not going to...
Yeah, no, I'm good. So we have a high volume low right now, even intraday. So that's telling me the lows will get hit again, which is 2360. So if they're looking for 3, I'm going to go with 5.2.
Good, I like it. Go big.
All right. Go big or go home, man.
It's probably going to be 14 million barrels.
And folks, all you folks in New England, you're all going to be moving to St. Pete. You're all going to be buying houses off us because Brady's going to be down here.
Oh, okay. I was like, where does that come from? Where do we just go?
Yeah. Now, that's supposed to happen today. You know what I did, Tom? I jumped on the season tickets yesterday, and you could have got them. They're still out there. But I said, you know what? I know I won't go to enough games, so it's like...
I did the same thing just to see, and they're expensive. They're between $800 to $1,400 a ticket, on anywhere around the bottom, let alone, you're paying $75, $100. You got 2 preseason games, and then combine into it, man, I'm sure you'll get your money back. I'm not sure, but I would expect, if they don't play preseason, maybe they do away with preseason games. Maybe they only play 1. But buying season tickets with that type of complexity in things, when really, just like you said, there's 8 home games, and And, I'm a Patriots fan. I'll be a Brady fan, but I'm not sure I'm going to be a Bucs fan. And I'm not sure, man. Tom Brady putting his faith in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for his end of season. I know we're based here. Hopefully they do well, but they have a history of not performing too well, man, in recent years. So hopefully they get some action down here. It'd be good. It'd be good for the economy, everything.
It's supposed to happen at 2 o'clock today. Well, I think, the 10 packs were like $1,200. That's what I was looking at. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. I said $800 to $1,400.
Oh, yeah, but that's for 10 tickets. Not for one ticket.
Oh, that's 10 tickets for 10 games that consist in the season.
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and what happens down here, folks, this is what ends up happening, unfortunately, is that the stadium is outside, and at the beginning of the year, is it the beginning of the year? Yeah, the beginning of the year, it's too hot. Right, so the sun's beating on you. Do you know what I mean?
Tough,
if you're in the wrong, side, right?
And just so the reason I know it was $1,200, but what people have to consider in the whether you're in Chicago, Boston, New York, the ability to sell those tickets down here is not the same as the ability to sell Patriots tickets, Bruins tickets, Red Sox tickets. Right. So the reason why that's a really high price is because most times you can go into the aftermarket. Now, it's not going to be the same this year with Brady, for sure. But the selling market in Tampa, not even close to the same. You can buy season tickets in most big cities. You're always able to get face value. You can't do that, even on a team like the Lightning. We figured that out.
We had the season tickets for the
even on a team like the Lightning.
The Lightning, which
exactly.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Market Dow down at 947, Nasdaq off 238, S&P's off 69. This market, folks, is going to hold. Now we need, though. I want to get it away from these lows. The S&P. Bottom line held. It's going to be the NQs, folks. The NQs. If you want those are the ones that got to perform. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 900, Nasdaq's off 210, S&Ps are off 62. Let's get into that oil market and see what we got out here. So, okay. Oh, look at that. It didn't rise that much. Inventories rose 1.95 million barrels.
Okay. Market looking for just over 3, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And on that news, you saw crude pop about 10 to 15 pennies. We were trading at 24.40, call it. We're trading at 24.60 right now.
Yeah. So there's basically not much there. That's what it comes down to. Meaning price-wise,
Yeah, and that's what I would expect. Again, in any other world, the inventory numbers are determining the supply and demand. Much bigger forces at play determining supply and demand in that market for the months to come.
Let's go to Wayne. He wants to talk oil out here from Dallas, Texas. Hey, Wayne, what's going on?
Hey, I was wondering, have you heard anything about like the Saudis were trying to get rid of our shell companies?
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's Trump's buddy.
Yeah,
those are good buds, right? Yeah.
Well, do you think they were smart enough to maybe buy puts on the oil companies?
No. They're in a much larger game than that, man. Much larger game. Yeah. This is all about the bottom line is that, and what Wayne's talking about, folks, is that fundamentally all these oil companies know what oil price is priced in the ground to get out of the ground. Our shale companies, I don't know the exact number, but we're way below it right now. And they knew that when they were starting this war, for sure. Yeah.
So do you? What do you think the bottom is?
Well, this thing, you're 24, man. This thing can go to, what did I just say? The next level.
16.
Yeah, $16, man. And oil can do that. I mean, I know it sounds bizarre, folks, but when I did have an office up in Alaska, they crashed. Let me see if I can find this. I don't think it goes back this far. But I remember it was a 1082. And I remember just, what happens in Alaska, folks, everyone works East Coast time. So everyone's up like wicked early in the morning. And we're in the diners. And when this thing got into that level, it was like, oh, my God. Alaska was hurting in a huge way, real estate-wise, because the pipeline up in Alaska then, I'm going to bring you back that many years, was even larger. Yeah, here it is. I got it. Okay, so there you go. So 88, you're at $12. Yeah, $9.75 and 86. Yeah. And, bottom line is that, there's no reason it can't go down. This oil, if you ever seen these, picture, folks, a big bathtub, just filled with oil. And they stick a hose down there, man, and it comes out. And, so there's plenty of oil. They've been, all the companies, not just the Saudis, the bottom line is that they've been keeping price high for a long period of time. So.
And one other question. I was going to ask you about the TLT.
The TLT. So the TLT is the 20-year plus bond plus. Now, what are you doing with the TLT?
I was wanting to think it was going further down.
I wouldn't be shotting it right now. I'd wait for a little bounce if that's what you're looking for. I mean, the TLT just went from 179 down to 151 in 6 days.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. This oil is pretty wild, though, huh, Tom?
It definitely is, man. I mean, like I was saying, you sent me an email, one of the ProShares triples, right? Just basically they had to liquidate it because, these triples and doubles, it'd be great. Maybe you can get Dave Maas on again, kind of talk about because
Monday.
Perfect.
This coming Monday, yeah.
So, they're using complex financial instruments, right, to be able to get double and triple exposure. And when you have this type of move in oil, man, that some of those they said were basically that they had to basically liquidate to be able to, have things work out as best they could to end those. And I guess they end them as a pair, so the bull and the bear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think, was it OLED? No, OLED. It was DRIP. Was it DRIP? DRIP. 1 second. Let me see this. Here, we'll get this for you in the break. We had a couple targets asking which ones were they. Well, no, it wasn't DRIP. Look at this. Oh, my God. This is the Direction Oil and Gas Bear. Oh, my. Look at this. This is sick. This is just the opposite, folks, okay? So, wow, look at how it went down, though. This went from $725 5 days ago. 2 days ago it was at $250. Today's at $379. You can't trade these folks when they get like this. I mean, that's, you can trade them, but guess what? You might as well just go to the casino and try to play. What would be the worst odds at the casino, Tom? Probably roulette or something?
Play war. Go play war at the casino.
Do they have such a thing as war? Yeah?
Yeah, they do.
And like we played war when we were kids?
Yeah, except you got to pay to play. No, but pretty close. Yeah, I think I haven't played it myself, but I'm fairly certain they have war as a card game at the casino.
Do they? Well,
I don't think the odds are very good on that game though.
Yeah, I bet they're not. There's no doubt. I never realized that the casino in Fort Lauderdale, the Hard Rock, was so big. When I rode down there on Saturday, it was like. It goes for blocks and blocks and blocks. I mean, it's like, if you've ever seen it, folks, it's really cool. It has a monster guitar.
Yeah. The hotel itself is the shape of
the guitar, right?
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
And they run poker tournaments over there. Probably not going to be running them anytime soon, but they're much bigger than they run over here because of that. But guess what, man? I don't know when the last time you've been to the Tampa Hard Rock is. I told you that place is blowing up in size as well.
Also, right? Yeah.
All right. You know what? Can we stay on just those Indian casinos, man? Hopefully, I was reading something that they're kind of the sovereign land deal is going to complicate things as things shut down as they potentially stay open. So hopefully maybe public pressure even gets things in order because I got an email for the Gandy Poker Room, right? So they're open right now, and they're cutting things down to 6 people per table instead of either 9 or 10. That is not the type of thing that you want to be doing, folks.
Right.
Sitting down at a table, passing around the same cards that people are using. People are coming into tables, out of tables, even cutting it down to 6. There was a conversation about it, but I imagine you're going to see some type of regulation stopping because it's unfortunate, but it has to happen. It's either all or none. You can't have that going on. People going into the room, they cut down hours, only 6 people per table. That's a lot of mixing, man. I mean, poker is.
Yeah, here's the scandal, right? We've all seen Jaws, folks, right? Amelie, was it Amelie Beach? What was the Amelie? Is Amelie the city, right?
I forget, but we know the where it was, right? Go ahead.
Okay, so we're in Pinellas County, folks, and there's no doubt in Pinellas County we have the best beaches in the world. Bottom line, yesterday the Pinellas Commission, you know what they did, folks? Bottom line, they're going to keep them open. And it's pretty intense. If you saw the pictures of Clearwater Beach, you can Google them. You're going to see, and this is what they're claiming. They're claiming that how are they going to enforce? They're going to enforce on the beach that only 10 people can be together at a point and 6 feet apart. This is all about money, folks, okay? But they made a huge mistake, man. They came out yesterday afternoon.
I would love to see how they're going to, like you say, police that.
It's going to be a freaking scandal beyond belief, man.
Yeah.
Dow Industrials down 968, NASDAQ off 230, S&P's off 65. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 927, NASDAQ off 213, S&P's off 62. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Kegstad, as we do every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. You can reach Teddy, folks, every trading day at forex-trading-unlock.com. That's forex-trading-unlock.com. Ride 'em, cowboy.
Yeah. What an amazing environment we have going on, huh?
It is over the top, Teddy. There's no doubt. And we're talking. It doesn't matter what market we're talking. The moves. Actually, I mean, the moves in currencies are fast, but the moves in the S&P are like a tornado, man.
Right. Well, it's kind of funny. Remember a few weeks ago when we started talking about even like the Turkish lira and the peso, how radical and how volatile they were, and now it's actually finally hit. I mean, remember the euro? I mean, we went a year and a half where they could barely get more than a 70 pip range,
Yes.
And now they have, $2.50 ranges a day,
That's amazing, isn't it?
It is. The U.S. dollar bull is in full force today, that's for sure.
That was fast, furious. What the dollar index just did, folks, okay, it just ripped apart the last highs out here, laying out at 99,910. You're at 100.790. And bottom line is that your next level up here is at that 100.820. And, the way it's moving, man, there's no reason it can't basically not only hit that, but probably rip it apart. So.
Well, I think you just hit it rip it apart, I think, is right. I mean, with what's going on right now, we're not looking, technicals and fundamentals are totally out the window, I mean, and I think that social media, remember, like, we've had this before, like with swine flu and SARS and things, the previous ones, but social media wasn't in place where it really, like, had its presence like it does now. And I think that besides having a pandemic, and I'm not downplaying the virus, I think that the information that's out there, it's almost like information overload, and it's exacerbating a lot of what's going on in the markets.
No, I can see that. Because there's no doubt. Everyone is looking to hang your hat on something, and you can see why, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's what it comes down to. There's no doubt about it. So I mean, we take a look at this. We go over to the euro. The real question is going to be, I guess, even the folks that are basically in the fundamental camp, it's going to be like, okay, how is this whole thing going to shake out? What do you need? Do you need dollars? Do you need euros? Do you need yen?
Right.
Where is it going to be? The thing that's so intriguing is that we know that they're going to apply huge amounts of paper into the world. But I was thinking about this morning, and I'm saying to myself, well, that wouldn't, that's going to be good for cash flow. But that certainly is not going to make really some currencies, it doesn't seem it's going to make some currencies stronger than others because there's so much money lost simultaneously. So you have all these losses over here. They were paper losses, but they're true losses, headwise, right? Then you got over here, they're going to put money into it. So I suspect when we count the money they put into the economy, folks, versus what just got sucked out of the economy, it's going to be very minute compared to what just got sucked out of this economy. So there's a repricing of everything, right?
I agree with you 100% on that, and especially because how I'm a bond guy, and like when we're looking now at historic lows for interest rates, there's only one place for interest rates to go eventually, and now with this bailout, what they're going to have to do is you're going to have quantitative easing going on throughout the globe.
Right.
Okay. So what's going to happen eventually is that this is going to affect the credit markets. I mean, no matter what, there's no way this cannot affect the credit markets. I mean, we're just lucky that right now this is all just because of a virus. This wasn't because of an economic downturn or other things like that, but now we're in a situation where we are very, very vulnerable, So, and I think that right now, flight to quality, the dollar, how much of a dollar bear I have been for months. And then because of this, I mean, you have to look for flight to quality. Europe is now in full lockdown. So it's not like, could you imagine if you live in Florida, I live in Illinois. So right now we would not be able to drive from, our cities to each other if we wanted to.
I'm with you. No, there's no doubt. So, and on top of this, folks, I don't want to bear bad news, but this is like so Utah just had a very large earthquake about 10 minutes ago. It's like,
oh, jeez.
I know. This is just coming across the tape. Now, the tape already saw this because this happened right before we were coming on the air. And they don't have the full story out here. Oh, here it is. Oh, geez, this is Salt Lake City. So what are they saying? Let's see, 5.7 magnitude earthquake shook Salt Lake City and its suburbs a few minutes ago, sending residents fleeing from their homes, knocking out power, and bringing the city's light rail system to a halt. This is... Now, when that hits social media, forget it. People will think it's going to be the end of the world, man. And folks, guess what?
That's just it. The social media now, people start to panic. I mean, to be quite honest with you, now the state of Illinois is pretty much in a lockdown. All bars and restaurants have been shut down since Tuesday, and will be until the end of the month. And now they're even talking about shutting down even more things. Schools are out. For a couple of weeks, it's no big deal, But if you start to, like you said, an earthquake or things like that, where now you're trying to keep people social distancing, and now you have people without power, without food. They're going to have to come together in large groups. How do you it's a contrast in terms at a time when you just can't, deal with that. So hopefully, I think the one good thing America has going for us is that we do things better, faster than everyone else on the planet, So hopefully that edge helps us through this, and I think it will, over the long term.
Yeah.
But the markets are crazy. I tell everybody, when every day now, I'm like, unless you're already in the trend and you're really experienced and you're very disciplined with your trading, now's the time to step out, being in cash, the markets are always going to be here. The question is, will you be able to still be here tomorrow?
Right. And take care of your health. Because this is a health deal, folks. Okay, you always can make money. That's the real bottom line. There's no two ways about that. Take care of yourself first, and then the rest of it will follow. There's no doubt.
And I scaled back tremendously. Like, I love this volatility, and I have friends who are like, "Oh, you're in heaven. Everyone is, hating it, And I'm like, well, this is when I can make my money, but this is such extreme volatility where I can't trade my normal size. I actually am trading literally a quarter of what I normally trade. But I'm doing well, and I'm happy because I'm getting moves. But I can't take that kind of risk, especially these overnights over the weekends.
Yeah, there's no way. No one can. And if they do, folks, that's, as I said a little bit earlier, that's like playing roulette at the casino, and that's not where it's at. You know what I mean?
Well, remember we talked last week about how the overnight trade on the Sunday, how the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar, how it didn't matter if you were long or short, unless you had been in the trend for a long time and your risk was way high, there's no way you weren't stopped out of that market.
Right.
You could not have not been fried out of that,
Exactly.
So, and now what the thing about the equity markets, I mean, how many traders, if they're putting on positions, they're gambling right now. You have to scale down. You have to be very, very mindful of your trading capital. Investing is different than trading. Stocks, now is the time to start buying good companies. Starbucks at 56 versus 110, a couple months ago. Starbucks will come back. Eventually this will pass, and their infrastructure is in place. People will go back to work very quickly, once that does happen. So things like that, I think for equity traders, now is a good time to start buying in, but I still think we're not through it yet, but good value companies for sure. Otherwise, go to cash.
Go to cash.
Just like
cash
get out of your bond funds. Where are you going to go?
You can get Teddy every trading day, folks, at Forex-Trading-Unlocked. Teddy, you have a great week, safe week. We look forward to speaking to you next Wednesday.
Thanks, guys.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow on 1,200, NASDAQ off 291, S&P's off 93. And you couldn't have a worse time to have an earthquake, right, Tom? It's like, you're going to be kidding me.
Not what you want, I'm sure. Lots of people I saw losing power out there. Hopefully no real loss of life, sending some white light over there for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. If we go, let's go take a look at those S&Ps. So the S&Ps, folks, you're down 94. That being said, what you're going to see out here is that, okay, so we're backing into the bars from the open out here this morning, and you're backing in with a lot lighter volume. So I still expect we're going to see this thing hold, folks. You have come down from the high of the day. It was at 24.54. That's 50 points off of that high.
That's like 2%, and we're sitting right at that futures limit down price point right now. So it'll be interesting to see where we go, which way. That's where we were sitting most of last night.
You're right, and then it goes to 7% in the open, right? So it's going to be 7.
Right, I'm just saying, it's just a critical, as in, are we above or below that? Because it's always interesting when you sit there all night, right? I mean, we hit that level by 1 a.m. We didn't trade until the open. And then we were above that level, but now we're back below it.
No, there's no doubt. So McConnell says this bill's going to get signed today, folks. That's a good thing. And he's going to basically keep the senators there and start working on the second one. So we'll see how fast they can get that thing signed, because that's going to make a difference. The bottom line is that it's just like a close of a house, a close of anything else. It's got to get signed. It's got to get out, so that these levers of the government can start pushing these things out. It's wild, Tom? And, we had Bernie Sanders, but for the amount of bailouts that are going to be out here right now, he's not going to win on Biden, but let me tell you something. That's a heads up in general. Everyone didn't want any socialization. Well, guess what? Privatize the profits and socialize the losses. We're going to see it all over the place. Tom, love you, man.
Love you, man.
Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks. Stay right there. TD Ameritrade coming up.